Hello everybody. We are just about ready to start off this extra live stream. I'm very excited to be here. I hope you are as well. We've hit a lot of milestones with the fundraiser so far. So finally, after a few months of just financial chaos, basically, I have been able to set up for the milestones and actually bang these out while still talking about the cause and still fundraising, as we are not at our final goal just yet. We are 60% to our goal, which is very amazing, and I'm so happy that we're that far into the goal this year. We have until December 31st, 2021 to hit that $500 goal. So if you are here and you are listening and you want to help out, please donate. I'll send a link into the chat here. I just gotta reach over my coffee because yes, our first milestone that we will be starting with here right away is a coffee taste test. I've ordered the exact same coffee made from 5 different places, and I get to determine which are better. So we'll be starting with that for today, and then we will be moving into international foods. So there will be a bit of a break between coffee and food, because having a lot of coffee before food, you kind of need a little break. And then we'll move into just some gaming. I have Stardew up and ready. I was trying to get some other games going, but Twitch was being strange about it, and OBS, so it will have to be Stardew for now. But yeah, let's get started here. The music has wound down. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, and let's get to the webcam. Alright, hello everybody, it is me, Dragon. It has been a long time since I've streamed, so welcome. My room has changed since the last time I streamed. I'm living in a different place, and the next milestone stream that I'll be doing will be in another new place. So when I said life has been chaotic and financially a little crazy, moving has part of that. But let's begin. We're going to do a coffee taste test. So in front of me on my desk, you guys can't see this, but I can tilt the camera down. Boom! Coffee. Yes. We are tasting coffee. So I've ordered coffee from different places. And so the coffee taste testing will be from McDonald's with their McCafe, the fancy coffee setup they have now. Tim Hortons, gotta have my Canadian coffee here represented. Another Canadian coffee brand that's very similar to Starbucks, but quite different, and it's called Second Cup. I have Starbucks as well. That is in a mug, a very cute mug I had in the UK, because the travel cup, like, you know, these, like the travel cups, broke, and it was a mess, but I saved it, so we're good. And then last but not least, A&W. Now, I want to point out right now that I'm not sponsored. I didn't get all these sponsored deals or anything like that. So whoever wins is because based on purely taste, nothing about bias or anything like that. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to start with McDonald's and move down. And between each coffee tasting, I will cleanse the palate with some water. And then we will determine the winner. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna listen to some tunes and have a good time. Are we ready to begin? Yes. So let me explain this. So the coffee taste testing was for I believe it was $150 milestone that I had on my fundraising page. And we hit that quite quickly actually for the fundraiser. So I apologize again, it's taken this long to get to this milestone. It was not my intention for it to be this long, but life happens, and now I'm here, and we can begin. So this is the first big milestone that we've had. The t-shirt, this was last year's t-shirt. This year's t-shirt I think I accidentally packed away, but that was the $200 milestone, was to win a t-shirt. Then we had some more milestones there. The international food tasting was also a milestone. And we've hit the $300 milestone just recently. Will be a makeup stream with my little brother. We gotta figure it out because now we're not in the same household. So it may have to be virtually, where I point where I have the makeup set up somewhere and he tells me what to do with the makeup. We'll get that sorted out, and that stream will come to you guys probably in the summer, so wait for that. Currently, we are at $301.40 US out of 500. So while watching today, if you would like to donate or support me in any way for the charity, please do by clicking the link or typing !ExtraLife, and let's hit some goals today. Without further ado though, we are now on to coffee taste testing. Coffee number 1, McDonald's McCafe. So remember, I'm not sponsored, so I'm literally tasting all of these to see what will win and what will have the best taste. So I'm going to start with McDonald's. Let's see how this goes. Okay, not bad. So as a disclosure, it's not pure black coffee. I did that before, oddly enough, and it didn't work very well. I spat out all of it because I just was like, it's so bitter. So I've ordered 2 cream, 1 sugar for all these coffees, and we'll see how that goes. So McDonald's, not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's coffee, it's good, but we'll see how it goes with each one. So McDonald's coffee, check, is done. Okay. Water cleanse there. Moving on now, so we start with McDonald's, and that is done. And now we're on to Tim Hortons. So again, 2 cream, 1 sugar. I made sure these were all mixed up nice and evenly because coffee places don't always mix their coffees very well. So, Timmy's, let's see if you were better than McDonald's. Yeah, for some reason McDonald's, that tasted like a little, like watery almost, like it was watered down quite a bit, whereas Timmy's was like the proper thicker kind of liquid, like the coffee. So McDonald's is out of the running already. So this one, it ranks lower than Tim Hortons. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing on my desk here in a moment. I'm going to basically do them in order of like first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So Tim Hortons right now is above McDonald's. Okay, so next is Second Cup. It is sort of like a Starbucks for like Canada's version of it. There were a couple of these restaurants in the UK, so I know it's starting to spread globally. So we shall see. I like their cups. It has little trees on it. Let's see if Second Cup will beat out Tim Hortons or McDonald's. Oh, I forgot to do the palate cleanser. One moment. All right, Second Cup. Here we go. Let's give it a shot. Interesting. So McDonald's for me felt watered down a little bit. Tim Hortons a bit thicker. Second Cup though is a bit more bitter. It's a bit stronger. So for those of you that like bitter or stronger coffee, Second Cup would be in front. However, for me, I'm not necessarily a big fan of bitter coffee. I like it somewhat bitter, but definitely this is a little too strong for me. So it's actually going to go between Tim Hortons and McDonald's. Okay, here, I should tilt this down a little bit so you can see. So, oh, the camera mirrors it, which is really bad, so I guess I'll mirror it myself. There we go. So, rank Tim Hortons first, Second Cup second so far, McDonald's third. Moving on now to the Starbucks. So yes, it's in a mug because the travel cup started to fade on me and leak, so it's in a mug. Best I can do there. I forgot, I need to do the palate cleanser, so let me get some water. Okay, Starbucks, let's give you a try. My little cuddle in a cup, because coffee is like a warm hug. Absolutely. Okay, so now I've had this. Now, for me, between these three, it's definitely better than McDonald's. I think it is better than here, but I don't think it's better than Tim Hortons. It's sort of between the two when it comes to like the bittery taste, if you know what I mean. So we've got, this is the rank so far. What's left is A&W. Now we get to see where A&W fits along the spectrum of coffee. Palate cleanser before I do so. Alright, let's see how this tastes. A&W. Ooh, I think A&W has improved their coffee quality quite a bit. I know that McDonald's went from like their regular coffee to like McCafe and like a more fancier coffee setup. A&W has also done that up here recently for Canada. So this coffee's actually not too bad. I think I'm gonna need to try Timmy's and A&W again. Do a comparison between these two because it's actually pretty close, in my opinion. So let me do the palate cleanser with the water, and we'll see which one will be the winner. It's between A&W and Tim Hortons, which I never figured that would be. You'd think the fancier restaurants like Second Cup and Starbucks would be higher up there, but no, these guys aren't too bad actually. Okay, here we go. Tim Hortons versus A&W. I can't believe this is what's happening here, but let's give it a try. Timmy's. Oh, such a classic. I love my Tim Hortons. But I also like A&W. Let's see how this compares. I think Timmy's still ahead. I think my ranking is actually this. So you guys can see it on the screen here. First place is Tim Hortons. Second place, A&W. Third place, Starbucks in the mug. Fourth place is Second Cup based on the bitterness. And fifth place is McDonald's for it tasting like really watery for some reason. I'm not too sure. But that is the ranking for this. Also, look at this. So ignore the mug. But look at the size difference. These are all small coffees, yet Timmy's is way smaller compared to all of them. Well, these guys are pretty similar. But yeah, way smaller than all the others, so it's kind of interesting. It's the same size, but smaller in like size, but the width, A&W has the longer width, like lid-wise. Like lid-wise. It's longer than all the others, so that is interesting. So Tim Hortons won my coffee, and that's purely based on the taste. So interesting. So I guess my favorite coffee place is Tim Hortons if it comes to my regular plain coffee. Now, if we were to do fancier drinks, Starbucks would win for me immediately. I think it'd actually be like Starbucks, Second Cup. Here, let me move. I feel like I'm playing like the hidden cup game, like, where's the ball? Can you find the object? But those fancier coffees, Starbucks, Second Cup. Probably McDonald's, because they actually make really good lattes. And then Tim Hortons, and A&W doesn't really have a lot of fancy coffees. They have just brought in fancier coffees, but haven't tried them just yet. So if it came to my regular fancy drinks, caramel macchiato. They make a really good white chocolate mocha. Second cup does. They have really good vanilla latte. Again, vanilla latte for sure. And A&W I just haven't tried yet. So, but the original ranking was Tim Hortons, first place. A&W, second. Starbucks, third. Second cup, fourth. McDonald's, fifth. There we go. That is the coffee taste testing. Now what am I going to do with all this coffee? Slowly drink it for the rest of the day. Probably. And I'd probably dump these two. Sorry, second cup. Sorry, McDonald's. I do like your coffees, like for when we're on the go and when they're a little more sweeter, but for the plain, regular brewed coffee, you guys will probably not make it to the sipping range for the rest of the day. Alright, so now I'm going to tilt it up, and boom! That milestone is complete. Coffee taste testing done. Tim Hortons won.